Well, today is the day. I have been notified by YouTube how much money I will be paid for the first payout period of being monetized. And today I want to break that down for you and show you just what you've been able to accomplish on this channel. YouTube monetization is not an easy thing to tackle. I have been trying for the last 3 years to build my photography channel to a point where it can be monetized. Keep in mind that up until June 3rd of this year, that was the only channel that I had. And I am now over 1,000 subscribers, largely due to the fact that I've added about 300 subscribers from this channel to that channel. So thank you very much for that. But you have to have 1,000 subscribers, but then over the last 365 days, over the last year, you have to have 4,000 watch hours. And so I have 2,000. And as that channel continues to grow a little by little in the next year, a year from now, I might have 4,000, but more than likely I'll have 3,000. So it's still going to take a while for the photography channel. Also keep in mind that every minute that you watch a video counts as 1 minute in that watch time hours. So if you watch a 10-minute video and you watch it all the way through, that's 10 minutes added to the watch time hours. If you do like some people and you watch the video at twice the speed, yes, you're watching the whole video, but you're only doing it in 5 minutes, and that creator only gets credit for 5 minutes of actual watch time in the watch time hours. So all those things are like, tricky little things to deal with from the creator side of things. People that are watching the video, they don't care. And when I'm watching videos, I don't care most of the time. So that's the basis. 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Now, I'm going to show you my channel, and I've got it all the way back to June 3rd when it went live, to August the 11th when YouTube says, we're going to stop here, we're going to calculate what we actually owe you, and then we're going to start calculating again after the 11th. I deal on a day-to-day basis, I deal with an estimated revenue, and the estimated revenue is overstated compared to what I actually got paid. Not by much, but by a little. So anytime I see what revenue I'm bringing in, I know it's actually less than that. So I have here on my screen, I have sort of, the basic analytics of what to look for. And you'll see over here on June 3rd, I posted a video and it got 50 views. That was my welcome to the video or welcome to the channel video. These views are not cumulative. These views are every day. So the second day, it got another 13 views. Then I uploaded a second video, and together those videos only got 8 views that day, then 10 views. And so you'll see along the way here, I'm getting a few views. And right up until just before July 4th, I had 40 subscribers. Now, that's a long way from 1,000. And then I posted the, how do you get rid of 35 years of stuff video, and that launched the channel. So on July 4th, that video went live, and I got 886 views that day, and my mind was blown. How are people finding this channel was the big question I kept asking myself. I shared this with my daughters. I shared this with my photography friends. I shared this with a couple of YouTube creators. And I was like, this is unreal. I don't know. I'm just in shock. And then the next day, July 5th, that video got 38,000 views. And that's when I was like, holy crap. By the next day, July 6th, I had 45,000 views. And so in 2 days' time, I passed the number of subscribers I needed, and I hit 4,000 watch hours in 2 days. And so I applied to be monetized. So in the monetization process, you have to go through a series of hoops with Google. One is you say, here, I think I am qualified. Can you check my channel and see if I am? notify me when you're done. And that takes about a day. They notified me, said, yes, you qualify. You need to turn on two-factor authentication. And I'm looking at my screen and I'm seeing I already have two-factor authentication turned on. I don't understand why you're telling me to do this. And it took me about 3 or 4 days, man brain, 3 or 4 days to realize that I was logged into my photography channel looking at my new retired me analytics. My photography channel had two-factor authentication turned on. My new channel did not. So I went in, I did that. It takes like 30 seconds. I did that, and then I got notified from Google that I can apply. And so I filled out all the paperwork, and then later on, after I passed the $100 threshold, you have to make $100 before they'll pay you. So I passed that threshold. Then they said, okay, now we need to verify your bank account. We're going to deposit some money. You need to fill out this form, tell us how much we deposited, then we'll withdraw that money. Might have to be 10 cents. You know, that's typical for verifying that I've typed in all the numbers correctly. And so on August the 11th, on the 11th of every month, they cut off the counting and they tabulate what they owe me. And then I'm told by others who have channels, I should be paid around the 28th, and it will be a direct deposit to my bank account. So that has not happened yet, but I know how much it's going to be. So I want to take you through just a little bit. I could talk here for an hour, but I'm just going to take you through a little bit of what the back end of YouTube looks like in case you've never seen it before. I'm looking here at content, and you can see for the first little while, these are daily views. They're not cumulative, they're daily views. And after a while, that video started sort of tapering off, and views went down. 3,000 views in a day, that's still a lot of views. And about half of that was still this original video, the how do you get rid of 35 years of stuff. In fact, even now, past the August 11th date, it's still more than half of my views every single day. It is just amazing. When you come down here a little bit lower, you will see that it tells me this is the video and what percentage of viewers are still watching after 30 seconds. So the welcome to my channel video is 1 minute and 50 seconds long. 80%, 82% were still hanging around after 30 seconds. When I come down here to the decluttering 35 years of stuff, only 68% of the people who actually clicked on the video are still watching after 30 seconds. And you can sort of see, this is the welcome to my channel video. All of the viewing looks like this. The longer the video goes, the fewer people are watching. You can see if I click down here to 35 years of stuff, you can see big drop at 30 seconds, and then it just keeps dropping and keeps dropping and keeps dropping. Bloody Mary Day at the market, big drop in 30 seconds, and then, gradually over time. So these are important things to look at for someone creating YouTube videos is what can I do to maintain that viewership past 30 seconds? I'm not going to bother with a lot of other stuff here. I will take you over to audience. And I don't think that it's any surprise that in the beginning, the vast majority of people viewing this were first-time viewers to my channel, but there is a large group of people who have come back and watched this as a second video, or watched a second video. You can see I've got several here that have posted. So I have a pretty good return of people, and then that sort of tapers off a little bit, and I'm still getting, over half of my views every day are brand new viewers to the channel. I don't think that's unusual, but keep in mind that this 35 years of stuff video is still drawing people in through various means, and so I'm getting new viewers all the time through that video. So we're going to come back over here to content, and let's just get this out of the way. What is YouTube going to pay me? Because then I want to show you kind of how that's broken down a little bit after that. Right now, as of August the 11th, the estimated revenue was $1,500, $1,513.53. The actual check that's coming to me is $1,249.06. Now that's huge. That's huge by any amount of analytics you want to go by. That's huge. That's a big check. But it's also about $300 less than what they estimated. Not quite 300. To break that down and to give you some idea of how that's not going to be repeated. If I click on the one that started it, the 35 years of stuff, out of the $1,500 estimated, that video alone has earned an estimated $1,200. So everything else on the channel would have been estimated to be $300, actually a little less than $300. This is the, how do you get rid of all that stuff? So the two key things about this video are decluttering and minimalism. So YouTube looks at the title of the video, even the name of the thumbnail file. You have to name that a certain way to make sure your keyword is in there. So decluttering is in the name of the thumbnail. Decluttering appears in the description. It's also several times different ways in the hashtags. And so YouTube looks at that before your video is ever actually published. While it's processing, YouTube is deciding through its algorithm what advertisers will want to be on this channel. And advertisers have bids set up. So if you meet this threshold, I will pay this much money per 1,000 views. On this, the advertisers are paying $14.16 every time it hits 1,000 views. This is called CPM, clicks per thousand. This is the revenue per thousand. I'm getting $2.09 of that. Google gets $14.16, and then they pay me $2.09. And I'm very happy with that. But then let's look at another video. Let's go down to cheap versus frugal, just as an example. And again, that one has about 9,000 views, which is a lot of views, okay? And if I go over here to revenue, the advertisers are paying, the CPM is $11.98. Google is paying me $6.64. Why? I have no earthly idea. But it's just interesting that you can see what advertisers are paying, the CPM, versus what you are getting, the RPM. So you just never know. YouTube has a mind of its own, I suppose. But the important thing for me is, in the first month, YouTube is going to pay me $1,249.06. In 6 months, we'll come back and look again, and I think you will be able to see just how big of a fluke that number is. I am eternally grateful. I am very blessed. I am incredibly lucky that all of the things came together at one time on YouTube on this one particular video. It got you to come and watch. It got several of you to subscribe. And a lot of you are coming back. You are engaging with the videos. You're leaving me tons of comments. You're hitting the like button way more than the unlike button. And all of that is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I am not taking it for granted. I hope you all have enjoyed sort of getting the behind-the-scenes view of YouTube analytics and how the decisions are made, how the sausage is made. And I hope that you will stick around and continue to watch more videos. You are helping me buy gas and coffee for my photography channel. Thanks for watching.